So hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss backpropagation PyTorch. Okay, so what is backpropagation? So backpropagation is the process used by a neural network to calculate how much each weight and bias contributed to the final error. Okay, so in simple words, backpropagation works backward from the loss and calculates gradients for the model's parameters. Okay, so the complete flow is like this. You have given input to the neural network. Third, it has given you prediction. Then you calculated the loss, which is your difference between the actual value and your prediction. Okay. Then backward propagation works backward. Okay. Backward from loss back through the network. From loss through the network. Okay. It will work through backward. Okay. From loss to the network. From loss to the network. Okay. So it calculates how much each weight and bias contributed to the error. Okay. Now, sixth is your gradients. So gradients for each weight and bias. Okay. So what is the what should be the weight or and what should be the bias for each input? Okay. Now, next is your optimizer. Uses gradients to update a parameter like I have already explained LGD, ADAM, RMS prop in a previous video. Now, eighth one is your we will get our updated weights. Okay, weights and bias gets updated to basically make the model better. Okay, so it will get repeated for many iterations until the model learns. Okay, so this is something about back propagation. Okay. So why do we need back propagation basically? So suppose model I have a model prediction where I had actual value is 100 and I got 70. So model is making error, right? So we have calculated loss, we got 30, right? So the problem is the neural network may have thousands or millions of parameters, weight 1, weight 2, weight 3, like billions. So we need to know which weights contributed to the error and by how much. Okay, so the solution will be back propagation helps us to determine which weights contributed to the error and by how much. So then back propagation calculate gradients for each weight telling us how much each weight affected to the loss. Okay, so in short, back propagation tells us how each parameter is responsible for the error. Okay, so the optimizer can update them and make the model better. Okay, so what actually back propagation calculates? So back propagation basically calculates gradients. Okay. So a gradient tells us how much the loss changes when a parameter changes. Okay. For example, I have weight A. I have gradient 0.8 for weight A. Then weight B, I have gradient minus 0.2. Weight C, I have gradient 0.05. So each gradient tells us how sensitive the loss is to that parameter. So this information is then given to the optimizer. Okay. Then loss basically measures how much the wrong prediction is. Back propagation works backward from the loss and calculates gradients. Then what is gradients? Is basically tells you how much each weight parameter contributed to the loss. Okay. Optimizer, it uses that gradients to update the parameters. Okay. And updated lastly, we will get updated weights. Parameters are updated to reduce the loss. Okay, so it will basically helps the optimizer to get better weight for each input which is contributing to our loss. Okay, so this is something about back propagation. Now let's understand how actually back propagation works. Okay, previous video, we built a basic neural network and we have given iris dataset as our input and we predicted our output as well. Okay, so first I had a mistake here. Versionica, not it's E, not it's not E, it's Versionica. So now what I will do, I will rerun. Okay, I will rerun all the cells. Okay, so now if you will check your loss, if you will check your loss, so let's create a variable loss. Now you want to check what loss is coming for this neural network. I will use my loss function criterion, okay, which I have already declared here, criterion, okay. So I will use my criterion and I want to figure out what is the difference between my actual value and predicted value? That's how we calculate loss. So our predicted value is our outputs, right? Outputs is my predicted value, and my actual value is y train. So I will give my outputs, and I will give my y train. Okay, y train. Okay. So uh, now if you will check your loss, you will get 1.1146. Okay, so this is what loss is coming 1.1146. Now using back propagation, now you in this video we will use back propagation to reduce this loss. Okay, to reduce this loss, let's see how we can use back propagation and we can reduce the loss. Okay, so simply first, what I will do, I will create a empty list, losses, let's say, and I will give epochs is equal to, let's say, 1000. I'm saying that train for 1000 epochs. Okay. Now, I will apply a for loop here for epoch. Let's say I'm giving a variable epoch in range epochs. Epochs has a range of 1000, right? Epochs. What I will do, I will give my outputs here. First, I will give my outputs here, outputs, and I will give my model forward, model dot forward, and I will give my X string. Okay, I'm saying this is the like forward pass. The X train will be passed through the neural network. So I'm giving X train here, X train, and then I will apply my optimizer as zero grade, zero grade means I'm saying that clear the gradients from the previous iteration. That's what I'm saying here. Optimizer is equal to zero grade, and now I'm applying my back propagation. Loss dot backward. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Now next thing I will say optimizer dot step means, let's say I'm giving optimizer dot step. Okay, I'm saying that use the gradients that were just calculated to update the model's weight and bias. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Use the gradient that were just calculated to update the model's weight and bias. Okay, now lastly, I will append my losses, which is my empty list I have created here, losses.append, and I will give my dot, loss dot item. Okay, that's what I will give, and I will say now we will check for every 10 inputs, not all 1000 inputs. I will not get 1000 inputs. I want only 100 inputs. So I want to see I want to check for every 10 inputs. So what I will do, I will give if if epoch plus 1 because epoch always will always start with 0. Percent is 10, which will be my reminder, equals to 0 means my remainder should be 0. Then I will print my epoch and loss. So I will use my f string here and I will say, let's say epoch, and in this, what I will give this time, I will give my epoch minus one divided by my epoch. Okay, epoch. Okay, and also comma, and I will show my loss as well. Loss will be my square braces. Loss dot item. I will use this. Loss dot item, right? Loss dot item dot. Let's say I will use 4f. 4f means display the number with 4 digits with decimal points. Okay, I'm saying that display the number with 4 digits with decimal points. Okay, so it will show the 4 digits. Okay, this is what I'm saying here. Let's run this. Now, as you can move this, I have to add this here, and I need to use dot. Okay, I have to add here. I forgot to add loss here. I need to use. I need to add loss as well. So I will simply use this outputs and white range comparison. Okay. So then I need to add here plus one. Okay, not minus one. So I will not use equal to. I will use optimizer dot zero group. Okay. Now you can see here loss. You can see your loss here. So yeah, first check the loss. What loss we were getting? 1.1146, right? Now I use this code. I use backpropagation, and then now look at your loss. 0.0635. Previously I had 1.1146. Now I have 0.0635. Okay, so that is how backpropagation works. And this is how we can reduce our loss. Okay, so that is all about in this video. Thank you.